Πάυσε πάρα αυτά.
Πού καρεστώνει τούτο? Προστεί το φεδρόν.
Careful. Don't want to be caught here.
Προσφορά και του χειριδίου ήμι, ήθε του το ευχαριστήσει σε νηνή.
Λέγει ούτως ότι συμμορία τεινά την περιοχή λιμένη και η φαρπάζουσα ήκος του...
Talking in circles may work on others, Socrates, but not on me.
I don't speak in circles or any other shape. You answered one of my questions and that brought another to mind.
And another. Ooh, and another. Alexios! I knew you'd change your mind after turning me down. Unfortunately, love must wait a little longer.
Whatever you say.
I hate to cut our conversation short, Socrates, but I believe you've talked enough for the both of us. We must find another use for that mouth of yours.
Speak to him long enough, and you may find the smallest hint of knowledge veiled deep behind his enthusiastic advances.
A compliment and an insult in the same sentence. He truly is gifted. You've arrived at the perfect time. I have a friend named Aristophanes who wants to become an Athenian citizen, but he needs a bit of help. Your help.
I can't wait to hear why it's my help he needs.
Any Misthios would do, really, but you're my favorite. All you need to do is sign my friend's name on a little list.
There has to be a reason Sophanes can't sign the list himself.
Well, he would, but he isn't nearly as able as you are.
Meaning...
Meaning, you have skills he doesn't possess. He'd fail if he tried on his own.
Why Athens? Surely he's a citizen somewhere else already.
Everyone wants to be an Athenian citizen, even if they don't say so. Sophanes has a mind for politics, but can only participate as a citizen.
I didn't realize you had a list of mercenaries you favor. And I'm at the top?
Of course you are. Although, if you ask nicely, I would happily let you be on the bottom.
This sounds simple. Now tell me why it isn't.
There's the small matter that you'll have to enter the Metroon, where you're not allowed, and forge his name well enough, of course.
So he's trying to become a citizen illegally. You should have led with that.
I'll try to remember that the next time. The building you're looking for is near the Agora. Be safe.
Are you lost, Mistios? Sarnoe!
They'll be watching for me. I need to be careful.
Έχω άμαξαν ετοίμην και αναμένουσα. Έχω αδελφών και εξαδέλφους. Μένω αθέατος.
There. His name's been signed. Time to get back to Alcibiades.
My favorite Misthios returns.
And with good news, too.
My favorite kind. You did it then?
Of course I did. Sophanes' name is now on the citizen list.
Perfect! I knew you were the right Misthios for the job. Now that you forged my friend's name on the citizens list, there's one more thing that needs to be done.
Next time you want me to do two things, tell me both at the same time.
The second is dependent on the first. I needed to know it was complete. I didn't expect you to get so upset about it.
Just tell me what you need.
Unfortunately, getting Sophanes' name on the list doesn't make him a citizen. He also needs a witness who can validate his citizenship.
So you want me to be the witness?
If only it were that easy. No, there's someone I have in mind. An extremely handsome man by the name of Peros.
I'll find your handsome witness.
Perfect. I knew you'd be willing to help.
There must be a good reason we can't be witnesses.
Of course. The witness must be an Athenian citizen, but it can't be a friend. Be careful with Peros, though. It's easy to lose oneself in his gaze.
If there's more after this, I want to know now.
Of course, this should be the last thing.
Should?
I mean is.
Time to find Peros.
He's often around the Justice Building on the east side of the Agora.
And I just ask him to help?
Peros needs to say that the parents of Sophanes were both Athenian. How you get him to do it is up to you.
The witness. There you are.
Τι βουλιάρχεστε ο άνθρωπος.
Ότι θαλάσσης πόλεμος απαξίχτα εμπορεύονται. Κρέας γίνεται φεύ κάκιον και πολλό κάκιον. Έκανε την Κρεοπόλη λέγει.
That's the guy Alcibiades called handsome? Can't say I agree with him.
You tell Theon I'm not giving him any more. If he wants to talk to me, he can come himself.
I'm not here about debts.
Well, what do you want then?
There's a man trying to become an Athenian citizen. You're going to be his witness.
Me? Why?
Because Alcibiades said you're the one to do it.
Ah, Alcibiades. He is persistent. And who is this man I meant to help?
His name is Sophanes.
Sophanes. I know that name well. I won't help you though, not for him.
I don't know him. Why don't you want to help?
True mystios never get all the information up front. Sophanes betrayed his men for drachmi. He deserves death, not citizenship. Ah, look, it isn't your fault. You didn't know, but now you do.
You're right. If it's like you say, he doesn't deserve to call himself an Athenian.
I'm glad we can agree. I'm just sorry you had to come all this way to find out.
Πίσω τι, φεύγει πίσω τι.
I should be extra careful in this area.
Ο ουρανός δίληνος
Μακριά και τρομερή Αθηνά.
καλούμε σε
Δέξου
μακάρι
ημών προσφορά.
πολυόνιμη.
You've returned.
Socrates too, it seems.
Much like you, he just can't seem to stay away. I hope there were no issues.
Peiros didn't want to do it. When he told me why, I understood.
I see. Sophanes will be disappointed.
You kept information from me. Information that would have been nice to know.
I believe people like Sophanes deserve second chances. I didn't think what he did mattered to you.
Next time, let me decide what matters to me.
Understood. I should give Sophanes the news.
Do not bad citizens do harm to their neighbors and good citizens good? Is it possible to tell if someone will be good or bad without first giving them a chance?
Nobody changes. Not enough, at least.
Then do a person's actions stay with them for life? If a man steals a sword from a blacksmith, is he bad until death takes him? How can we predict a person's future actions?
We can't. One thing I've learned is people are unpredictable. It's what makes my job so hard sometimes.
If what you say is true, we can either hope we are right and that people will be good, or limit risk by not giving people like Sophanes a chance. I wonder then if bad actions can reverse good or good actions can reverse bad. Perhaps we can speak on that another time.
Thank the gods.
Μακριά και τρομερή Αθηνά.
Λέγω σου, γέμι εξαδέρφια του Ποπολάκου. Δυσπρετώ το βίο.
Παραθείο. Ο είπος ότι μάλλον το φάσγανε να διαλάσει ο πόλεμος από Χρήστο εμπορεύει. We've got no use for you here. Get
Best stay out of sight.
Φύγε πόρο. Προείδηκα το μαθήμα. Καμίλιον δώρο.
Ίστα όταν η μητήρη τι κλείνει.
Πού έχω το σάπτα ο ουρανός ήλιος πετσικίλιο. Χριστό, πιστεύεις ότι έχει ήχο. Πού έχω το σάπτα.
Σπετώ το δύο. Λέγω εμαθώ.
Οι εμείς εξαδέλφοι απαιτήσαν το πολλά.
Πολυόνιμε.
Λέγω αυτό. Πού με ακούς. Λέγω συλληπιδάκι.
Ξένος, τι ίσα όταν η μύτη πλημμύρης.
Πού με ακούς. Λέγω σε αυτό.
Ο πατήρ μου λέει.
Είδα τον Πατρίσιο και έδει πάβει να αποστείλουν της εδώ.
Ούτε έχω το σάπτα.
I call that impression the lapdog. I wonder how many scraps Hermippos has received. Hermippos has gone too far, Socrates. Pericles gave everything to Athens. Yet, we must still hear of Cleon's greatness.
Aristophanes, have you not done seemly things to Hermippos?
How dare you compare me to that man? His plays are a nuisance. Something I could come up with in an afternoon, and a drunken one at that. Mine are for a clever audience.
The same audience you judge. Should it not be clever enough?
Careful, Socrates, else I make you a character in one of my plays. Do you agree with Socrates that Hermippos should say what he wants?
This may be the first time I've seen Socrates listen more than he speaks.
Remember it well. You may not see it ever again.
I prefer to think before I speak, and now, having thought, I shall. Tell me, just as I am allowed to say what I wish, should not all be allowed to do the same?
Of course not. And there's much you've said that I'd say you shouldn't have, Socrates.
What if I say offends one, but is loved by another? Should I say nothing in fear of what people may think?
That would be nice, yes.
If you have such an issue with Hermippos, why not do something about it yourself?
I'd like to, but I haven't been able to find him. Maybe you'd have better luck.
It can't be that hard to find Hermippos.
That's what I thought as well. Maybe he's afraid I'll find him.
Once Hermippos is in front of you, what are you going to say?
I'm not entirely sure yet, but I promise you, it will be a grand spectacle.
It almost sounds like you're jealous of Hermippos.
Ha! Me? Envious of him? Making someone sad is easy, but making someone laugh takes true skill and talent.
Wherever Hermippos is, I'll find him.
I hope you do. His residence would be a good place to start.
Αναβιβάσατε το δάνεισμα επί δεύτερον και μέρος.
Doesn't look like Hermippos is here. I should take a look around. I don't want to be spotted here. Looks like Cleon made notes for Hermippos on his play. Everyone's a writer. A mask from the cult of Cosmos. Hermippos must be a member. I must leave. But this is a lot of money for someone like Hermippos. Explains his residence, at least.
Τότε δύνατα αν κερδάνε εμείς.
Η τραγωδία κινείται μεταξύ τριών βαθμών.
Έχουμε μάρμαρον πολύ.
Έκαστος κρεοπόλης, λέγει το αυτό. Τι έστω το κάνει. That's close enough! Not another step!
Πόσο με δάνειον είναι να δίνομαι από κλείνουν τους στόχους. Έβρε την ασχολία μου. Θεόν πάτε.
Κρατέα και τρομερή Αθηνά. Δεν σου και οι εξαδέλφοι απεκτήσατο πολλά.
Πώς γέλει τα άτεωρών σας.
What is it?
I couldn't find Hermippos, but I did find out something about him. He's a member of the cult of Cosmos.
Then it's no wonder he attached himself so closely to Cleon. Discrediting Pericles and his beliefs in Athens would benefit Hermippos and the cult, I'd imagine.
Hermippos is definitely a problem.
Do you still believe he should say what he wants, Socrates?
I know not what I think, nor what I know.
Ah, yes, you deserve a play of your own.
What is a leader if he hides behind the walls he built himself? Send me fire, storm, or sickness, but bring me justice for my city.
Λέγω είμαι αυτό. Ή ξένος. Τι στασί όταν η μύτη. Εν κάδες μεν.
Stay back!
I should try to stay out of sight.
Ετοίμητε 10 δραχμών. Τώρα. Μόνο όταν το επιχείρημα...
Αυτό ευρέτηνά σου.
Κατεά και τρομερή
Ως
ατινά.
γέγη θάτε ορώνεις.
That's the end of you.
Looks like an intruder!
πόλεμος απαξιεί τα εμπορεύματα και το εξήλικο.
Get going! You're blocking my path!
Να δώσεις τέρνανη, άγε!
Έχομεν χιτώνας περικαλύπτοντας το ημέτερο.
That's a nice horse, Socrates.
It's a very nice horse. A sturdy horse. It's also a stolen horse.
Socrates, the horse thief. I can almost hear the stories they will tell. Aristophanes will love these.
Unfortunately, those stories would be entirely fabricated. Although, I would like to see if you believe the stories should still be told once you know the truth.
What story is that?
There is a man nearby who is responsible for stealing the horse. I've been contemplating the proper course of action, but I'd like to know what you think is right.
And how should I make my decision?
Your thoughts are your own, but speaking to the thief himself may help you decide. Can such a crime be justified? It's an interesting thought.
Where is the thief now?
I told him to wait by the stables southwest of here.
If you caught him stealing a horse, what's to say he won't just run away?
The hope of keeping the horse. That's where you come in. I'll let him tell you the rest.
I should stay hidden if I don't want to fight. That's the thief. You won't escape. Are you the one who stole the horse? Socrates said I should talk to you.
Bad enough being caught.
But to have a Misthios judge me...
Better than an Athenian guard. Anything to say?
The man I stole it from won't even miss it. He has plenty of others, while my only horse died last week. If I had the drachmi to buy a new one, I would have.
Did you steal the horse to use it or sell it?
I have a family to feed, and this horse will help me on the farm. Plus, I have no other way of traveling right now.
There is no other option.
Not that I could think of. Trust me, I feel shame for what I did.
Any reason you picked this specific horse?
It was the easiest one to take. Other than that, not really. Though, I did make sure it wasn't his best horse.
A courteous thief.
I didn't steal it for fun. I did it because I had no other choice.
I have enough information to make a decision.
I hope you can understand. Wouldn't you do the same if it was your family? Was there something else?
I have enough information.
I hope you can understand.
Have you decided what should be done?
It doesn't matter why he stole the horse. It belongs to someone else.
You surprise me yet again. I truly believed you would choose the other side.
Because I'm a Misthios.
Of course. Yet, when it comes to someone else, you decide a crime deserves a consequence no matter the reason. A safe choice, although I can think of times when it may not be right.
The real question is whether my decision matters at all. Or if this was just another test to see what I would do.
There is a good chance it is both, but an equally good chance it is neither.
Now you're not making sense on purpose.
Let me ask you one more thing. If one man kills another in order to save many, can his actions be considered just? Or should the man be punished?
If the action was for a good reason, then he is in the right.
So, in times like these, people like us get to determine the law. Many would believe a murder still deserves consequence.
The people whose lives were saved would disagree.
Then perhaps making choices that affect the most people for good is a correct path. Wouldn't you agree?
Are we done yet? I can't stay here all day.
Of course you can't. It's a luxury few can afford. Even those with the time for it often lack the mental capacity for such things.
Okay.